Welcome to another episode of Season 2 for NCW. I'm your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, NeoXtreme, and we are coming to you live from Houston, Texas. Hey, that's where we're currently holding the All-Stars tournament, as we bring you great action as always. And tonight we are kicking things off with a bang, as we got a no disqualification match after the call out from Clark Oliver Morrison. No idea who the new hardcore champions are going to be calling out, but normally they challenge someone calls out the champion to challenge them. Tonight, other way around. Who is Clark Oliver Morrison going to call out? But anyway, back to my earlier point, we got a no disqualification match between Malcolm Riley and the new NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champion, the ManHunter. Jake Robertson, Trevor Lee White will be in their corner. I don't think the no disqualification stipulation is going to hold them back from doing whatever they please to each other as they look to battle at NCW Revolution in a 13-minute Tornado Tag Team Iron Man match. So it'll be interesting who can hurt the other one before they get to that situation. And next week, after last week's Fatal 4-Way, both these men fell to Okada en route to becoming Intercontinental Champion. However, the question does remain, who was the better man? Was it the two-time Intercontinental Champion, or was it the two-time United States Champion? Let's see who is going to win, the self-proclaimed king or the self-proclaimed GOAT of NCW. And next, we got Clark Oliver Morrison's challenge. We got Buddy Andrews. Seems like whoever Clark is calling out has nothing to do with the hardcore title. But either way, the Death Soldier from Death Club looking to capture some gold and bring it back to the ranks of Death Club. Can Buddy Andrews win his second title here in NCW, or is Clark Oliver Morrison going to hold on to that hardcore title for another week? And next we got Lance Danielson versus Dylan Neirch. These two men have something in common. I wouldn't say they've got something in common just yet, but one former #1 contender for the King of the Ring Championship, the other the current #1 contender for the King of the Ring Championship. Lance Danielson had his chance and failed. Will Dylan Neirch suffer the same fate, or will he even lose before he gets to that King of the Ring Championship match at NCW Revolution? We'll have to find out. And then after last week, Tommy A. Hawkins did not take too kindly to being tombstoned out of that Fatal 4-Way at the hands of the Rainmaker. Okada, the new #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. But of course, Hawkins still wants revenge for being humiliated like that in that Fatal 4-Way. And next we got 8-man tag matches. We've got all 4 men of Unstable. That means we got the 6-man tag team champions Drew Kennedy, Spike Masters, and Tyson Steele, alongside the #1 contender for the NCW Cruiserweight Championship, Justin J, taking on the United States Champion Corvo Jack and the rest of the French Alliance, Tizda and Oscar. But alongside Corvo Jack is his former rival, the Cruiserweight Champion Lucha Rainbow. Can they get along, or will it be total hell to pay when they enter the Unstable Asylum? And in our main event, Nolan called out Ken Phillips last week, challenging him for the King of the Ring Championship, or challenging him for a match. However, Ken Phillips said, this is going to be one of my 3 title defenses, because after Revolution, when I beat Dylan Neirch, I want to challenge for that undisputed title. And tonight, if he can beat Ken Phillips, he'll be 2 wins down, 1 to go. But of course, Nolan looking to make history tonight by becoming the 2nd ever King of the Ring champion. Can this rookie do it? Can he rule over NCW tonight? But either way, we got to kick things off. We got to see what Clark Oliver Morrison has to say, and we're about to find out what he's going to say right now. There we go. What does the new NCW Hardcore Champion have to say tonight? since the start of Season 2, Clark Morrison hasn't really said a word. He's just been letting his actions do his talking, but now he's a champion. He's got that microphone in hand, got a title defense later tonight. Well, what is running through his mind? Some pretty harsh words for whoever he wants to talk about. Oh, he's calling out the new undisputed champion, Okada. These two have had a history with each other. Last week, Evan Edwards had to defend the hardcore title against Clark Morrison, and then Okada came out after that match, after Clark Morrison had beaten the champion, and then came in to cash in on the undisputed title, which was currently also held by Evan Edwards at that time. These two had a feud last year at Chaos Mania over the Champion of Champions title. Now, could Clark Morrison perhaps be setting his eyes on what King Okada has, and that is the undisputed championship? He kind of just called him out. I don't know, the last time these two got into the ring together, Clark Morrison was the better man, but that was a whole year ago. Ooh. Clark Morrison accepting the challenge, but of course at a later date. That's a pretty big push to have Steph and Triple H call you one of the best, even though it's in the wrong company.
Look at that. Total disrespect towards the undisputed champion by the hardcore champion. But Clark Oliver Morrison wants a match with Gutter. And perhaps tonight, no, not tonight, next week he'll get that opportunity to face Gutter. Our opening contest, and we got the former NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champions Malcolm Riley and Jake Robertson coming to the ring. Of course, it will be one-on-one action, but with the no disqualification rules, it may as well be a tag match. But the Outlaws not exactly happy that their reign came to an end this minute they got those titles. But now, then when they challenge for those tag team titles again at NCW Revolution, it will be in a 30-minute Tornado Tag Team Iron Man match. No disqualification, no count out, anything goes. And those tag team titles will be on the line. Of course, Malcolm Riley, Jake Robertson, they know a little bit about hardcore wrestling. They know because they are former NCW hardcore champions in their own right. But of course, they plan to become two-time NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champions. All they gotta do is survive a 30-minute war with the Kings of Darkness. Look at that. How these two men became hardcore champions was an interesting little story. I mean, they haven't teamed up together in quite some time. I think their last match was against the Lashley brothers, but they ended up winning a 10-team over-the-top rope battle royale where Malcolm Riley was the last man standing, and then went on to become tag team champions by defeating these two men we're about to see come to the ring. It was a great match. It was a grueling match for both teams, but in the end, the tag team championships changed hands on that night. But these two monsters, the Cyborg, Trevor Lee White, and whatever the hell ManHunter is, they instantly wanted their rematch. They instantly got back those tag team titles in a false count anywhere, no disqualification, no count out Tornado tag team match, which involved eliminations. So once they were able to eliminate one man, they were able to take out the other man, and once again became tag team champions, two-time tag team champions. And they are looking to defend those tag team titles and take them all the way to Chaos Mania. Look at these two men. They are absolutely dangerous. They are ready to go. And even though they've never won Hardcore Championship Gold, I still think they could be the more danger of the two in this match.
I mean, you got ManHunter, who was an absolute savage at dismantling a human body. And I think tonight's not going to be any different. But here we go, former hardcore champion versus current tag team champion. They square off middle of the ring. ManHunter going right after that arm, looking to turn it into that hammerlock position. And even though ManHunter is the smaller of the two, dominating here with that back suplex. There we go, tries for a kick to the body. Instead gets hit with that consuming lariat. And outside the ring now, what does Malcolm Riley have in mind here? Is he trying to goad the ManHunter to come out to play with him and Jake Robinson? Oh! It's getting launched there. Here we go, back to their feet. ManHunter able to counter that. But another straight counter by Malcolm Riley. Now Riley looking for an Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, but a collision there from the rebound. But look at these shots right to the face. These right hands look like to the eye socket of the ManHunter. And here he goes, looking to scoop him up and slam him. ManHunter couldn't quite get away there. With Malcolm Riley continuing the offense. He goes up. Oh, and a vicious snake eyes. Now just targeting that arm of the ManHunter 3 times, slamming it into the ground. But one half of the tag champion's back to his feet, box as he is. Big forearm has him up against the ropes. What is he going for here? Slingshot powerbomb. That steel wire against your back. Oh, and a standing corkscrew moonsault. And look at Trevor Lee White on the outside. What is he thinking? ManHunter trying to kick away Malcolm Riley, but Malcolm Riley's not moving in front of him to be kicked. He's just waiting for ManHunter to run out of energy. But don't tell me it's glitched. Come on. ManHunter hit him. Oh, Malcolm Riley hit him. Oh, there we go. Thank God. I thought we were stuck in an endless loop, but you know what they say, never give up. The ManHunter has that steel chair. Oh, shot across the back. One across the ankle. Just not stopping. This is a relentless assault. Oh, look at that, running away with the chair. Interesting choice to throw away the chair. Well, it looked like ManHunter came back in to end the match, but shot to the face. Here we go. Into that manslayer. This is how they won the tag team titles. But even though there's a no DQ in, there's still rope breaks. I'm not a monster. But here we go. ManHunter looking to end it with the end of man. Oh, and that could be it. ManHunter looking to roll him over here. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And ManHunter with an incredible victory over Malcolm Riley to continue building momentum to that Revolution rematch. But ManHunter took full opportunity of that no disqualification situation. And with the end of man came the end of Malcolm Riley for tonight's match. But the question is, why didn't Jake Robinson help his tag team partner? And look, that ManHunter stands tall tonight in this opening contest. Here we go, next match. And we got two of NCW's best colliding for the very first time in singles action. They may have teamed together as champions. They may have been enemies on other sides of the ring. They competed in that fatal four-way, but this is the first time that these two men have ever gone one-on-one in singles competition. Andrew Rameriz, the former two-time tag team champion, former United States champion, and a former two-time intercontinental champion. However, he wants to get back on his winning ways. He wants to get back into focusing on what matters most, and that is taking the top spot in NCW. That means becoming an undisputed champion, and he's got to rebound in a big way in this match tonight. Andrew Rameriz had an amazing performance in that match, had an amazing performance against Dylan Arak at NCW Storm. However, both matches did not fall in his favor. And now tonight you're going to get the former two-time United States champion, the rookie that burst onto the scene and made it quite the name for himself while becoming US champion against Joey Hartman at NCW Rage inside that Elimination Chamber. And then once he lost that title to Joey Hartman inside the Hell in a Cell structure, he somehow recaptured that title and ended that rivalry that went for 4 months between him and Joey Hartman. But what his next challenge was Tommy A. Hawkins, which he defended the title against, and then moved to an open challenge where he lost the United States title to the French main event Corvo Jack. And in the return match, in that no disqualification title defense, Corvo Jack successfully retaining the title. But now Raiden Hamilton has to look into other places for success. After all, the greatest isn't about winning one title, it's about winning all titles. So where does he move on from here? What title does he want? But either way, he wants to send a statement tonight against Angel Ramirez. And here we go. Looking to lock horns. No, doesn't lock horns. Instead goes for a kick to the body. And a brain buster. Raiden Hamilton suckered him in. Thought we were going to see a tie up in the middle of the ring to test each other's strength, but no. They are going fast and furious from the word go. And here we go, looking. Oh! A kneeling flatliner. Here we go, hooks the head. What does he have in mind here? Releases a grip on Raiden, but that's only to throw him off the ropes. Here we go, rebound into the knee. Angel Ramirez may have the best vertical leap going around if you can hit a knee like that. And here we go. Ooh, breaks up. Interesting fact, in the King of the Ring tournament, Angel Ramirez defeated the man who beat Raiden Hamilton, that being Tyson Steele. And I believe it was round 2. Raiden Hamilton got defeated by Tyson still. Angel Rameriz defeated him in the 3rd round. But here we go. Missile dropkick. Raiden Hamilton now Irish whip. Taking Rameriz over the top rope. Oh, but Rameriz fights back there. Springboard knee strike. Here we go, back to their feet. Looking to scoop him up, but no. Raiden able to shift his weight to get out the back. And a big back suplex. Taking Rameriz down in the middle of the ring, goes for the cover. Can Raiden score to win? 1. Only a 1 count. Here we go, snap suplex. Rameriz not done yet. Another one. Looking to get him up for a 3rd, and here he goes with a fisherman suplex into the bridging pin, but not even a 1 count. Raiden Hamilton instantly kicking out. Here we go, springboard moonsault off that 2nd rope. Rameriz currently dominating the rookie of the 2. Ooh, and a big knee across the back of the head. Rameriz now Irish whip into the corner. Oh, gotta be thinking he was looking for that dragon sleeper, but no. Raiden Hamilton able to counter. And now looking to set him up. But Rameriz able to sneak out. Able to turn it into an arm drag from the position he was in. Looked like it was going for a Canadian neck breaker, but no. Rameriz able to hang on and survive, and now looking to end the match here. Up on the shoulders, looking for the angel wings, and that could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, Raiden Hamilton able to kick out. Angel Rameriz nearly had this match won. Now looking, 2nd rope knee there. Look at this, just one hand around the back of the neck, using the other hand to support him as he launches Raiden Hamilton into the mat with that reverse chokeslam. And now back to his feet, back into the corner. Rameriz, what could he be thinking here? Not sure as Hamilton kicked him off, and here we go, corkscrew senton. Taking Angel Rameriz out, and here he goes, big clothesline into the atomic drop. Oh, and look at that combination. Raiden Hamilton just taking Angel Rameriz down, and now looking for a kneeling super kick. And not quite done yet. Looking for Raiden's lightning as it strikes. Hooks the leg, but hand going under that bottom rope. A big mistake there by Raiden Hamilton. He could have had this match won, but wasn't watching his ring awareness. And Angel Rameriz looking for the cover, but no luck there. And here we go. Rameriz, look at these sharp elbows right to the shoulder, right to the chest region. And another springboard moonsault. Almost overshot it, but still connects. Oh, tries for a cutter, got countered there. Raiden Hamilton. Oh, runs right into that arm drag. Raiden Hamilton starting to crawl. Angel Rameriz making perhaps a mistake of his own here. Letting Raiden Hamilton get back to his feet. Oh, is Raiden able to bust him open with that back elbow. Corkscrew neck breaker. Well, is that it for Angel Rameriz? Raiden goes for the cover. 1, 2. But Angel Rameriz still able to kick out. Here we go, big forearm right to the side of the jaw. Irish whip counted. Back into the corner, but a back elbow there by Angel.
And an Irish whip into the corner. Rameriz this time getting up behind Raiden Hamilton for that Hangman Dragon Sleeper. But is that going to be enough to put Raiden Hamilton down for the count? Possibly not, but Angel Rameriz knows something that can put him down. And that is a second set of Angel Wings. Hooks the leg for the cover. Can he do it? 1, 2, 3. And Angel Rameriz pins the former two-time United States champion in their first encounter. This was the first Angel's Wings. Oh, Raiden was able to kick out. There's the Raiden's Lightning, but too close to the ropes. But of course, Raiden didn't give up there. He continued targeting that head, even busting Angel Rameriz wide open. But ultimately, in the end, another set of Angel Wings. And Angel Rameriz is flying high tonight with a great singles victory over a top-tier talent. And there he goes. But the question is, where does Angel Rameriz go from here? The answer is only upwards, as he looks to get to that main event spot and one day challenge for the undisputed title. The following match is an Extreme Rules match scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NCW Hardcore Championship. And here comes the Death Soldier of Death Club. We've got Buddy Andrews, a former United States champion in his own right back in Season 1, but now looking to become hardcore champion, looking to bring that title to the ranks of Death Club for the very first time. And he's got a tall order ahead of him. Question is, can he do it? Honestly, I always thought he'd bring the Cruiserweight title back, but either way, Hardcore title's good enough. But either way, Buddy Andrews has been reborn in a way, because he was a happy-go-lucky, well, I wouldn't say a happy-go-lucky, but he was still a face nonetheless. Now, a heel. But here comes Morrison, a man who continues to do it all. A former NCW champion of champions, a former tag team champion, and now the current NCW hardcore champion. Not to mention, this is the man who broke the streak of Evan Edwards last week. It was Morrison challenging for that hardcore championship in an open challenge. He knew the champion would be weak after his back-to-back encounters with David Cassidy. And that is where he took control of the situation, where he was able to put Evan Edwards down and take the hardcore title. However, after that is what probably really ticked him off the most. Like, the man he defeated at Chaos Mania last year in the main event used him to take that undisputed title, thanks to that Money for Chaos briefcase. Okada became undisputed champion, a title that Morrison has yet to win in Season 2. And that is why next week, Morrison will challenge Okada in a non-title match. But if Morrison wins that match, then he will be added
to the Revolution main event between Okada, Cassidy and Evan Edwards. But either way, Buddy Andrews looking to take full advantage of the ensuing chaos and take that Hardcore Championship. But of course, you got to go through a man who has been at the top of the mountain for oh so long. A man who conquered Chaos Mania. We are talking about Clark Oliver Morrison. And he's standing tall with that Hardcore Championship on his shoulder. And that's what it's all about tonight. Buddy Andrews wants that Hardcore Championship. But of course, you got to get it away from Clark Oliver Morrison's money-hungry hands. Looks like Buddy Andrews won't have a problem with that. Straight into that float over DDT. Clark never saw it coming. But Buddy Andrews still not done. Super kick to the body. But Clark Oliver Morrison able to counter. Oh, runs right into that back elbow. This is quick-paced action. Clark Oliver Morrison, an Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Using that heavyweight advantage over the much lighter Buddy Andrews, and now looking, inverted suplex. Buddy Andrews rolls to the outside, back into the ring, looking to get the advantage here on Clark Oliver Morrison, and no, ran right into a brick wall, but still continues the attack. Look at these quick strikes. Fall away slam. Not fall away, Northern Light suplex. But Clark Oliver Morrison still able to counter, still able to stay in control. And here he goes, straight jacket powerbomb, incoming. Oh, just slammed him right into the ground. Clark Oliver Morrison now removing that turnbuckle. Buddy Andrews in the corner, in trouble, as a Hardcore Champion looking to come in on the attack, but no, Buddy Andrews able to fight out of it. Buddy Andrews able to slide out the back there. Not sure what Clark Oliver Morrison was thinking, but you have to imagine it had something to do with that exposed turnbuckle and Buddy Andrews' face as he goes after a kendo stick on the outside. But Clark Oliver Morrison taking the stick and slamming it right into the abdomen region, one across the head, and there goes the murder weapon as he goes in for the cover. 1, 2, nearly a 3 count off that shot with the kendo stick. Clark Oliver Morrison now, what's he thinking here? Here he goes, forearm to the back, another one. And just lets Buddy Andrews collapse in pain. And now looking for that sit-out pile driver. Is that enough to put away Buddy Andrews? Probably not, because Clark Oliver Morrison has something else in mind. The move he used to win the Hardcore title. That golden DDT. And that could be it for Buddy Andrews. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and an easy retain by Clark Oliver Morrison. He did tell us that he had a dentist appointment earlier in the morning. That means he had to get this match done quickly. And boy did he ever. One golden DDT later and it was all over for the Death Soldier. And he still kept into the hardcore environment rules. But either way, that is the man who is currently the king of the hardcore division as he takes that hardcore title, but he is looking for bigger and better things. He's looking to get himself involved in that undisputed championship match at NCW Revolution. He wants to get back to Chaos Mania as champion, but can he do it? Will he do it? We'll have to find out next week. But for now, he is taking every second to gloat with that Hardcore Championship. Who will be able to take it away from him in the next, or whenever the next time we defend that title? This has been all relatively short ass fucking matches. Keep giving me money, 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 and Jimmy, Jimmy, gems. Keep giving me both. Yeah. Here we go, next match, and we got a interesting one. We got a power versus power match. We've got two God-gifted athletes looking to square off. Lance Danielson, the former #1 contender for the NCW King of the Ring Championship, however, at NCW Storm, was unable to get the job done against Ken Phillips. Even though those two had such an amazing match. Between the American powerhouse style of Lance Danielson versus the British powerhouse style of Ken Phillips. Those two men took each other to the absolute limit, but in the end, Lance Danielson doesn't have that beautiful gold, black, and silver belt around his waist. But that doesn't stop him from looking to send a statement tonight. A statement that he will not go away. The statement that he will dominate. And he will eventually become a champion again. because he is a former NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champion. Alongside Sean O'Connor. But that's not what he wants. He wants single success. And when will he get this single success is a good question. But tonight, he has to go up against somebody who is now in the situation he was in last month. A situation where he has to go up against the King of the Ring champion at a pay-per-view at NCW Revolution. The problem is, who is going to be that champion? Is it going to be Ken Phillips, or will it be the newest kid on the block, Roy Nolan? We don't know, but what we do know is Dylan Neirch, doesn't matter who the champion is, he will get a one-on-one opportunity against either man. But if he does win, or if Roy Nolan wins, then that throws a wrench into the plan of Ken Phillips, because Ken Phillips wants to get through tonight's match and he wants to defeat Dylan Neirch before cashing in that opportunity for that undisputed title. That way he will be the main event of Chaos Mania. But perhaps Ken Phillips looking a little too far into the future. Maybe even Dylan Neirch is looking a little too far into the future, because he has Lance Danielson standing across the ring from him, and if there's anyone who can compete with the power that Dylan Neirch brings to the table, it's got to be Lance Danielson. Look at that big arm drag there. Oh, and a vicious back suplex, dropping him on the back of his head. Both these men, physical freaks, former tag team champions. In fact, it was Dylan Neirch who defeated, or Dylan Neirch and Angel Rameriz, who defeated the World Destroyers for the undisputed tag team titles. There we go, pulls him up. And around the head, and now looking for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. As he comes crashing down, and now, look at that, just flexing on the top rope, showing off. Or on the second rope, I should say. Well, tried for a blockbuster. Big man doesn't go flying often, but in this case, it was a bad choice. Look at these slaps followed up with that bicycle knee right to the side of the, right to the jaw, I should say. His knee's that big, I thought it could have been up the side of his head. Oh, tries for a tackle, misses the target. Dylan Neirch, not known for his high flying capabilities. Oh, and look at that big lariat there off that reversal. And Lance Danielson falls to the outside. As Dylan Neirch going after the big man's leg, trying to cut out his power game. Ooh, and a big stomp right to the chest. And here he goes, looking gut-wrench suplex, but Lance Danielson able to reverse it. Look at these elbows on the outside. 4, 5, they are just raining down. They are not stopping. 8, 9. Oh, 10. There's a perfect 10 packet of elbows. But Dylan Neirch was the one who was able to get Lance back into the ring. Here we go, Irish whip into the corner. And Lance Danielson looking to set Dylan Neirch, top rope. What does he have in mind here? Perhaps looking for a superplex, but look at that, stalling mid-air. That stalling superplex. Oh, and there's the impact. That could have been bad for Dylan Neirch. Like I said, Lance Danielson is just a physical freak of nature, as he nails that big boot to the head, and now raining down those punches to the #1 contender for the King of the Ring Championship. Tries for a shot to the face. Dylan Neirch able to counter. Tried to scoop him up. Knee to the body. Lance Danielson, gets his ears boxed somehow. Dylan Neirch was able to fight out of it. And here we go. Thought he could have been looking for Neirch, but no. Lance Danielson able to counter it and into the snap German suplex. And another vicious bicycle kick to the face. Dylan Neirch in a world of trouble. Lance Danielson, Lance Slam. And that could be it for Dylan Neirch. 1, 2. Ooh, Neirch able to kick out. Lance Danielson thought he had the match won, but no. Dylan Neirch, a freak in his own right, able to kick out on willpower alone, as Lance Danielson tried for that springboard clothesline. But look at that, still in control no matter if he missed his earlier target. Now has him up in that fireman's carry position, looking at him to hang him up to dry on that top rope as he goes in for the cover. Can he score a 3 count? 2. Able to kick out. And here goes, big clubbing shot there to the knee of Dylan Neirch. Back to his feet, Irish whip now into the corner. So DDT counter there by Dylan Neirch. There he goes, gets him back to his feet. Neirch, big shot there, another one. Irish whip into the corner, here he goes. Off to, and a big cross-body dive there. Here he goes, looking to flip him over. Onto the knee, face first. Lance goes down, but Lance not staying down. Lance gets back up with a kick to the face to Dylan Neirch. And now looking for snapmare based attack. And that busted Dylan Neirch right open. And now Lance Danielson with a gut wrench powerbomb, or deadlift powerbomb I should say. And another bicycle kick. I think that's 3 now. Dylan Neirch has taken in the face. But a beautiful counter there. There he goes, looking to hit him with that fall away slam. And Dylan Neirch now has to be thinking of ending it. He doesn't want an injury going into that big championship match. But look at these two men, they are just slugging it out. But Lance Danielson with the Lance Slam. And that could be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Neirch again kicks out. What is this man made of? He's taken 2 Lance Slams. As he's able to push him off. And Lance Danielson just so quick. Into the cutter, now into the dragon sleeper. Into that dragon sleeper. And has no choice but to tap out. Could not risk injury because he could not reach that rope. But that is just what Lance Danielson is all about. And I'm wondering how did Ken Phillips defeat such a machine? as this generic freak of nature just destroyed Dylan Neirch, and Dylan Neirch is the #1 contender for the King of the Ring Championship. But there was no stopping him tonight. Lance Danielson was just on a mission. But I wonder, who does he have in mind next to go after?